All right, all right. Show must go on. Show must go on. Is that Queen? Show must go on. Yeah. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. All right. I sketched this pretty Yu-Gi-Oh monster, and honestly, I really don't feel like practicing or drawing, studying. That is, I just want to draw whatever I like, but I know it's going to be good for me, so we'll do it. Ethan, music's time. Oh, wait a minute. Is it lagging? It says excellent in OBS. Excellent. I'm not sure if it's laggy or not. A little lag, no spinny circle though. Yeah, that's arguably that's worse, honestly. Okay. There's going to be a little bit of well, it is laggy anyway, so you wouldn't notice it. But I'm gonna stop the data point and I'm gonna turn it on again. But first, let me see. I think it's stabilized. I believe it did. Do let me know if it's stabilized. Refreshings? Okay. Dude, these expressions, sometimes when you try to match them to the message, okay, I feel, oh, never mind, it didn't stabilize. Oh, it did? No, it didn't. Is it still lagging? Let me check. Seems good. Yeah. Okay, let me check by actually doing this. Because if the hand is lagging, then okay, no, I think we're good. I think we're good. All right, no, we're good. I was going to stop the data point and then turn it back on. I don't think we need to do that. Also, is it charged? Okay, it's charged. Hey, how y'all doing? Try? If you're asking how we doing, I'm doing all right. Today was rough. Today was rougher than yesterday. But honestly, it's like I can't bring whatever's happening, even though like I'm in here, it's in the same location, it's in the same place, but I don't want to bring it to the stream. Like for the stream, I want to show up, do 100%, give 100%, and then what's outside the stream is outside the stream, you know? But yeah. Okay, I low-key just want to keep it. This is cute. I find this very, very adorable. Dun, dun, dun. I want to keep her, and I'll just like cover her with the lines. Because I like looking at her. I feel like we don't need to know everything going on with you. Yeah, we didn't gotta hear it, bruh. Get out of here with that bullshit. It's understandable if your outside stream mood affects your inside. I agree. But it might affect it, you're right, but I'll try not to let it affect. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's healthy or not. Might not be, but I would rather have 2 hours of drawing and perform well, right? Rather than, you know, be sad outside the stream and inside the stream, you know? Yeah, and we can always try to cheer you up. Oh, it really means a lot. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just like, whenever I hop on the stream, yesterday was a blast. And it's all thanks to Derpy and C yesterday. But yeah, whenever I just hop on the streams, I just, like, it's sort of like an escape. I mentioned this before, and it's a blessing. It really is. I would rather you not feel the badness too. I mean, I really would rather not feel it as well, but it's not up to me, I think. Thank you guys, thank you for the support, really. I feel like I wouldn't really keep drawing if I wasn't streaming, honestly. Okay. I need to sit up. I think I'm gonna turn on the fan. Hold on, I'll be back. Oops. What? The screen in the bottom left is a little wiggly? What do you mean? Are you talking about the background? Bottom right? Are you talking about my arm? If that's what you're talking about, then that's the background remover. In front of your camera. Oh, yeah, that's an effect I applied. It is, yeah, that's on purpose. You did send me music yesterday. Do send it to me again. Actually, last time I talked about like the music and not accepting, you know, suggestions. I'm still on that decision. However, I think I'm only going to accept music recommendations from my mods. I'm not going to accept music from other people. Like, as much as I appreciate like the music suggestions, and a lot of the time the music is actually good, but I can't really just like every time a person suggests like to play something, I would stop drawing and I would, you know, play whatever they like, right? Why the wiggly wig? As if it's like something you're holding in your hand or lap? No, not really. I was just like, for the F of it. I can turn it off. Maybe I'll have it be more smooth, not just like very low frame rate. You know what I mean? If you can, Derpy, and if you want to hear the music that you sent me yesterday, do send it to me again. Yep, thank you. Copy current address. I think this is it. I guess I thought the wiggle might be buggy. I see, I see. No. Discard. Copy. Is it one video or is it a playlist, Derpy? I guess we're gonna find out. Oh no, never mind. Hold on. Discard. Okay. You might play it twice or something. Not even twice, thrice actually. Welcome to paradise. Is it playing? Yeah. All right. Let's get back to this. Can you hear it fine? Like, is the volume good compared to my voice? Nice. Dude, honestly, there's a lot of games that I want to play. I saw a little bit of gameplay from Getting Over It. And man, I just want to play that. I wonder if Steam takes PayPal. Because I was going to... I tried to get it with my MasterCard. It didn't work. Steam, I believe, is one of those websites where it's flagged. You can't buy games from Steam. With the card that I have, at least. So hopefully it does accept PayPal. Because if it does... And if I ever wanted to play a game, I can just like maybe... Whenever I get to a certain point that I have in my head when it comes to drawing, I can, like I said last time, I can relax a little bit and turn the content a little bit around. I want to play Getting Over It. I want to play Rift, actually. There are games as well that are like played by two people. I've seen Bennett play a game with Nathan where they are two rats and they need to, they are they two rats or two people? I forgot, but they're two players, and they need to like hop on a wheel or something, and they need to basically go on like levels and try to be synchronized to go from point A to point B. It's very fun. It looked very fun. Hello, the art Sylvany. Sorry if I butchered your name. Gamering content. Honestly, I really would love to integrate some stuff like that. However, I'm afraid that it might confuse the YouTube algorithm and my channel turning from like art to gaming. I don't know how YouTube might take that, but we'll see, I guess. We don't know until we try. I mean, it's obviously it's not going to stop being art related, but it might start recommending my stuff to less people until it like understands what's going on. Engineer Gaming. Hello, Joe. I missed you, man. How are you doing? I heart Sylvan. That's the last word is what I don't really know how to pronounce. But welcome anyways. Bro, drawing? Wait. Painting? Huh? What? I did a little bit of quote-unquote rendering yesterday. There's I don't know if you're aware of like Mochu. It's on Discord. But hold on, let me show you first. I did this. Nope, never mind. Hold on. Where is it? This is Hide's stuff. No, wait. No, where is it? This is okay. I'll talk about this later. I have a lot of stuff. Hold on. I need to find. No, where did it go? Oh, here it is. I did this, and maybe you can let me know what you think, cause I struggled a lot with this. Kind of like silver, but a Y instead of R. Sylvie. Yeah, I don't know, like I feel like I'm missing when it comes to rendering. I think personally, right, the line work is wait, no, like man, I colored the line work. Hold on, where is it? This is the line art. Okay, here we go. Right, I don't think the line art is half bad. All right. I mean, this is colored, but I can go here, do that, hide this, black. You know, I don't hate it. And this is not my design, by the way. This is from a Yu-Gi-Oh card, just to be clear. Right? But the coloring is a bit iffy. It needs more darks or something. Colorful shading. I mean, I feel like it's colorful enough, but it's the values that are messing with me a little bit. I'm still very not like in control of the values. You know, and not only that, but also the way I'm using the brushes is also messing with me a little bit, because this is painting. This is not, you know, line art. Line art is arguably easier, for me at least. But like painting is different because you need to, I don't know, you need to think about the form. And it's not that I struggle with thinking about the form. I can understand the form, but I cannot translate it in painting strokes, if that makes sense. Andy, what's up? The OG has darker values for the general shadows. Wait, let me bring, okay, hold on. Where is it? Here we go. Right. This is the, okay, I see a lot of dark, especially in the background. You're right. So I don't know. I'm not gonna do any tweaking now. Like I'm moved past this. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking, man. The line art can help with getting an ambient inclusion. Yeah, I do agree. between yesterday and the day before, I was like, okay, you know, I'm done, right? The backseater, hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, he been backseating a lot of people apparently. Okay, let me do this. Let me bring her back because she's cute. Stop and level correction or tone curve to darken. I'm going to try to finish these lines and I'll come back to it in a minute. Not got banned from Andy because I was mean. Didn't mean though. What? What did you say, man? What did you say? Excuse me. Actually, never mind. Don't say it here. I asked, like, what did you say? But, like, actually don't say it. So you don't get banned here as well. I was like, bro, do something. Then he didn't like to be forced to do something. Throw. So that was a whole move, ain't it? An issue everybody gotta draw like they like, for real. Hey, fair. You know what? Fair. Honestly, personally for me, drawing is like very humbling. Whenever I get like an actual professional and they try to give me advice, you know, it really depends on the person. Like I try to listen from everybody, but I don't take the advice like maybe with the same coefficient, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's fair or not, but I'd rather listen more to a person who's a professional or who know what they're doing, rather than, you gotta think though, for real, about what, right? Rather than a person who potentially doesn't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? I think it's fair. There must be a reason why people keep touching that topic. What topic, man? Poor topic. People keep touching it. I might do some proper line work for this chibi girl right here, You know what? It's not that I might, I'm gonna actually. Person named that topic. Kid named Finger. Hey, Walter. Walter, we need to touch topic, Walter. We need to address the elephant in the room, Walter. Hey, Walter, take your shirt off, Walter. Tolka. Walter, poor performance, bad drawing, some particular way you draw. Like habits? Yeah, one thing that kind of like scares me is that I keep doing something for a long time and it ends up actually being like a bad habit. So then it takes a long time to unlearn that habit and you know, and repair it. That would kind of low-key suck. I'm not I don't know if I'm doing that. To be fair, hopefully I'm not. But yeah. Hey, Walter. Enough with the bad drawing habits, Walter. It's time to draw men pregnant, Walter. Hey, Walter. Start Photoshop, Walter. Walter, can you draw hands, Walter? Yeah, commenters keep nagging how you draw and stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the person giving me advice, but like some people, it's not that I feel, but giving advice, there are literal like books written about how to give advice, right? And you know, it's different from person to person. Definitely, there are people who do know how to give advice. There are people who don't. There are people who have the knowledge but don't know how to give the advice, right? Which is unfortunate. There are people who don't have the knowledge and don't know how to give advice. These are the worst. Gotta build them resilience for real. Yeah, resilience against what? Let's be clear first. Let me be clear. Hey, Walter. We need to be clear, Walter. Walter, put your pants back on, Walter. What the hell are you doing, Walter? Walter. Peter. The worst state is to be inflexible and never try a suggestion if you're aiming for a specific status too. Yeah. And you know, that doesn't only apply to drawing. I feel like that applies to a lot of aspects in life. Did somebody say something that's not shown in the top chat? Yeah, okay, see, if you wanna be Twitter horny artist, gotta draw like them. Is that like, are you asking if I wanna draw like them? I don't think so. I don't wanna draw horny stuff. I feel like I like clothes too much. As much as I like anatomy, one of my drawings actually, I drew the body, and I like the body so much, I was like, I'll just example. Okay, I see. But I think folds and clothing and like swerving motion and, you know, especially with the air and stuff, I feel like that has a lot more appeal than just the body. The human body is beautiful, by the way. I was studying the skulls, and every time I draw it from a different point or a different perspective, it's just like I realize how beautiful it is, and as much as it is complex, it's very amazing how it's built. So I love the human body, especially you know, never mind. But I feel like also clothes have a lot of opportunity, and when it comes to especially full illustrations and, you know, compositions and stuff like that. Yeah, it's interesting. You can do a lot with Ayo, yeah, no, don't, whatever, man. um, like the human body alone can make a lot of like really good drawings, especially with the hair. If you use the hair, properly, and this is like how I see it from my very humble point of view. It's a lot of you can make incredible compositions. However, right, I feel like there's a lack, and I don't know. No, never mind. Actually, I was gonna say maybe you have a limited option when it comes to colors, because you're like, for most of the body you're going to with one skin tone. If you have like a bikini on, she has like a bikini on or something, whatever. But like with clothes, you have like all sorts of colors that you can mess around with, And all these forms as well, forms that you wouldn't see on a regular human body. Slime girl or something? Yeah. Yeah, that's like a way around that. Yeah, maybe. I learned the texture of like the slime. Come on. This music is a bit eerie. Is this some cave music? Am I in a cave right now? Hey, Walter. We need to get out of the cave, Walter. There's a creeper behind you, Walter. Look out for the skeleton, Walter. Chicken jockey, Walter. Hey, Walter, we need to go to the nether, Walter. You're filling it with those drills? Making difference in how you draw, though? I think so. I think I feel like there's improvement. I'm doing a lot of like line work and line art stuff. I'm also trying to understand the 3D form more. My spatial awareness has gotten a little better, but I don't think it's where I want it to be yet. I still struggle with drawing some forms. Not that I can't draw them, but I would like do it once and twice, and maybe the third time it would work, right? I don't want to do that. Bro, got a dream boxes for real? It's not even. I feel like I'm past the boxes. Is that? I feel like with the boxes I'm more fine. It's more about now, kind of like more complex shapes. What are you saying AO for? Okay, did my lats kind of hurt? My lats are kind of homeless. Please. You know what? Speaking of boxes, let's draw some boxes. Sure, body. A body. I kid you not. I spent all day today sleeping. Well, not all day, but draw multiple boxes in the same environment that are following different vanishing points. I'm not going to do many. I think I'll do 3 maximum, like just like 4, because I want to also do cylinders, right? And I want to do a scowl. Scallyman. Scallywag. Quap. Nah, bro, draw hot anime girls for me. Who are you thinking? Who do you have in mind? Practices are boring. They are boring. 2 people. Not to me. I like my boxes. I like my lines. You know. It can be a little frustrating at first, but then once you get the hang of it, it actually becomes fun. Where your anime girl that I saw last time? You're talking about the sad one with the cold colors? Actually, maybe... Say maybe you're gonna wanna go crazy. I don't even know. I don't think she's in this file anymore. Nope, that's a skull. Those are other skulls. Those are skulls. Those are skulls. Those are lines. Those are lines. This is not what we're talking about. These are some chibis. I'm not sure. Those are some skulls. Those are skulls. Yeah, she's not in this file. Oh my god. Bro's crying. I've seen hehe go live yesterday, and he did like 2 hours just like drawing boxes in different, you know, positions. It's very nice. And oh, remember the bald guy that you suggested I watch, Joe? Like the Pokemon dude? I've actually been watching a lot of his content. Bro is amazing, bruh. Like, he's a legend. I've actually, there's one video of his where he drew like backgrounds, and I drew he did like 5 backgrounds. I did 4. The 5th was too difficult for me. But it's awesome. It's awesome. Naoki Saito. Yep. Yeah, he is goated. He's very goated. Can we get a proper box? God damn. Semblin Boldies. Mark Burnett. Mark, I don't watch him as much. His content can get a little repetitive, which is fair, I guess, because also a lot of the content is like promoting for the courses and the classes and whatnot, and you know, make your bread. You know, I'm not knocking it. And there's a lot of stuff that you can learn from. Actually, I learned from the concept of like just in case learning and just whatever JIT and what's the other type of learning? I talked about it twice already. Basically, the difference between learning just like for the fun of like practicing for the sake of practicing, as opposed to not practicing but like drawing something or looking something up or trying to learn something for the sake of just in case, just in time. Thank you. Yeah. As opposed to draw or looking for something to draw, to learn how to draw for the sake of, you know, a project, right? Which is pretty cool. It's very cool. Let's cheat a little bit. There we go. Okay, let me try to actually focus on this, because it's been a while since I did like a proper box. Gotta make some projects for real? Yeah. I think I'm gonna do more Yu-Gi-Oh cards as like master studies, because those artworks are incredible. They're incredible. This is from a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I feel like already learned a lot of stuff just from this, you know? It's the pose, it's the like the accessories. I have never thought about the idea of having a mask that is attached to the hair, right? Actually, it's missing, but it's supposed to have like some sort of like an attachment here, right? And this side is also the other half of the mask. And it would just like close, and you would have the mask on, and then it would like open, and you would have the mask in this position. Very fucking smart. Pretty common, and aspiring pro artists keep practicing ineffective training drills. True, yeah. I mean, worse than doing it. Oh my god. Wait, Photoshop, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Worse than doing it for too long is to do it wrong consistently. Yeah, that's what I talked about a little earlier about, you know, the drawing habits, because that sticks with you, man. Not only does it like waste your time, but it sticks with you too, which is not good. Not good. If you have, I feel like the more you have a goal in mind as to like what you want to do, what you want to draw, the more you can, you know, how do you say this? Like, not fall in that problem. I made a script to automatically resynchronize the live stream when it falls behind on my end. Wow, that's very impressive. Does it? Like, does it have like a ceiling where it's like, if the latency is like a certain amount of seconds, it triggers and then it restarts? Because there's always some latency, I feel like, especially with my streams. I just vibe coded it real quick, but thanks. I mean, it's a good idea. Now, how would they measure it? If how would they measure if it right or wrong? Don't know. Are you talking about to measure you know, how wrong their habits are? Is that what you're saying, Joe? Yeah, that's tricky. I feel like I'd like to say that you need like a third person, like a, you know, another opinion. But I wonder if there's a way where you can, you know, become aware of your, you know, bad habits on your own, you know. Whoops. Let me think. I don't know, maybe look at other good art, I guess. Like, what would you say, Joe? Is another opinion, a third party opinion, the only way to get out of your head and actually, because when you're doing it, when you're in the middle of it, maybe you'll miss some stuff, right? You don't know. Hey, this music is kind of like nice. It might be a little simpler than you think, because it just checks if the visual live indicator changes and then click the button to resync it. Oh, you're talking about the live, if it's red, whether it's red or gray. Does it become gray on its own when you watch? I don't think that happened to me before. Time and time again, my victims keep practicing but ain't getting any mileage. If you say, sometimes it does become gray, weird. If you say you gotta look, then it's a perception issue. Perception issue. Doom to the noob hell. perception issue. I don't know. It's more about, I think it's a temporary, I would say, perception issue or momentary. Because, like I said, and maybe this would apply to not only drawing but a lot of aspects. If when you're in the middle of it, when you're in the middle of the fight, let's say, right? Very interesting to call it a fight. But when you're in the middle of it, maybe you'll miss some stuff, right? But then you sleep on it, or I don't know, you go touch grass and come back to it, and then you might actually looking at it from a new perspective, perhaps. You might start noticing that, oh, I did this wrong, this or this wrong, right? Maybe this would, differ from person to person. Right? So maybe it's not as much as it is a perception problem as maybe a being in your own head problem. If that makes sense. Is anime manga style your goal? I believe so. I believe so. I like the anime faces too much to not do it. I like anime, style, with a mix of kind of like quote unquote realistic rendering. I like that a lot. Yeah, sometimes it does become gray, so it just clicks it instantly when that happens. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't even need to ask that your perception changed. Ego problem? Ego. Ego. I don't know. I wouldn't say ego, to be honest. Maybe you can elaborate on what you mean by ego. If you're too ego to the point of not wanting to fix mistakes, then the entire practice is sloppy. Before I go into, what I'm going to say, I feel like I've gotten to, I was maybe at some point in an ego kind of like part of my drawing, and I don't know if back when you used to watch me, you can say like whether I really was or not. But what I was trying to say is that maybe it's not even ego, maybe it's just like not being actually aware of the problem. Because, okay, let's say for example there's a problem with this, right? And I don't see it right now, right? And now I'm not being egotistic and being like, oh, this sucks, but it's okay, like people need to accept how it is because this is what I can do. No, I literally can't see it. So I would go out and then come back with a fresh eye, I suppose. I don't know how to say it. But like, then I would realize, oh, actually, maybe the mouth shouldn't be positioned here, right? Or something. So as much as ego can be part of it, absolutely. But I guess like having an untrained eye, or I don't know what to call it. But hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Yes, I assume you said yes to the fact that I had like a little bit of an ego. Yeah. I do agree. Hopefully I have less of it now. But yeah. We all got him? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, like ego is there for a reason, right? Excuse me. It's not bad to have ego, but like, and I mentioned this in one of my videos in the 2 years milestone. If you have ego against something that is clearly good for you, then, it can backfire. I just read that. Some of them backfiring enough to make them feel frustrated and quit art. Like, bro. Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know. That sucks, I guess. Ugh. Hello? Great. We have an ego for a reason. What do you have in mind? Let's say, I don't know, like people, like a person. Oh, there we go. Let me try to think of a valid like instance. I have something, but maybe it's not that strong. The only thing I can think of is like having like actually answering to people, answering to what people say. If somebody's trying to insult you or in any way, I don't know, right? And I don't know, they call you stupid, for example, whatever, right? I feel like this is where your ego comes in and be like, no, actually, no, wait, I'm not stupid, right? That hurts you a little bit. And I feel like without it, you'd let people call you stupid and people can walk on you. Is that how it's like walk on you or whatever? And you know, it's very contextual. Like, sure, you can let somebody call you stupid and just ignore them and they would go away, right? But like sometimes you have to stand up for yourself, and this is where I feel like your ego can play a part in like, yo, wake up, you know, this person is stepping out of line, you need to stand up for yourself, and then, you know, you do what you have to do. Maybe to protect yourself from harmful views of yourself. If you're ego deathing, you're not yourself anymore, but yeah, it can be much more. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, people just like take shrooms and go on trips and they try to do some ego death. I don't really like that. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's like negative feelings, right? It's like sadness or anger. They exist for a reason, right? It's the same thing with ego. It exists for a reason, and it can be good. Now, you said, Derpy, from harmful views of yourself. I like that. I like that, actually. Drawing is ego death too? Entirely? Have you seen a person who's gotten to a level of drawing where they kill their ego through drawing entirely? I don't know. I'd say not really. I don't know. Wait, let me read that. Imagine if you keep drawing that did not show up in the direct chat. Is that something fucked up? Why didn't that show up? What did you say, man? If you keep drawing the same way like 2 years ago because you're not willing to experiment something, I don't know. How to explore. Oh, here it is. Yeah. If you're treating drawing as meditating, maybe. Oh, I feel like for me, drawing is not just drawing. It's helped me a lot with other aspects of my life, so I don't see it as just drawing. Maybe this is something that I have over people, right? Your old self 2 years ago is gone, bro. You're changed. Yeah, but like, my ego did not die, right? I feel like I still have ego. Like, not that it's a bad thing, but I still have it. Built on top of it, for sure. Hey, whoever's not drinking water, no, y'all, somebody y'all in the chat is not drinking water. Drink water, you motherfucker. If you do not drink water, I will personally cast testicular torsion. What is it? Testicular torsion? Rotation? Gotta be thirsty. Yeah. This is a chunky bottle. Very chunky. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go and try to look at this. I don't like this though. Wait, hold on. Let me try to draw a good oval, and then let me read that. Okay. Hard work. In terms of improving, I feel like people tend to overthink it. Enough mileage plus some solid instructions is enough. People seem to want to hyper optimize everything at the expense of consistency and hard work. Fair enough. I agree. Mileage, solid instructions. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's very fair. Maybe I would add the willingness to actually improve, because you have mileage, sure, you're being consistent, and you have instructions, but if you don't utilize that instructions and implement it in those instructions and you implement it in your work, then maybe the instructions are not that useful. They'd be like drawing every day for okay, man. I want to play some Michael Jackson, bro, on stream so bad. I want to play him on the stream, man, but it's so copyright. But I applaud them streamers for the work every day. Every day. Drawing do be a curse. Curse technique. Or at the very least, my desolation is a curse to anything I draw. Did you get a haircut? Probably like 3 to 4 days ago, my man. Thank you for noticing. Have any of you guys seen the new Mario movie, Super Mario Galaxy? I really want to go see it, but I don't know if it's worth it. I might just like watch it at home. I went to see the new Michael Jackson movie. It's good. I love Michael Jackson so much. I like to notice when my babes get their hair and nails done. Can we get a pause? Can we get a pause in the chat? Chad, my baby boy. Can we get another pause in the chat, please? What's wrong with y'all today? Okay, that's I think that's not bad. Don't think I saw that Mario movie. I've seen people, you know, it's not that great, but it's not that bad. It's just like mid. I haven't seen like great reviews. Pause in the chat. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Fuck you. You know what? Here. There. There you go. Someone should write a book stating explicitly non-subjective reasons why you shouldn't kill yourself. I'm very surprised how YouTube let that message slide. Or maybe it says you shouldn't, so... Oh, actually, it doesn't show up in the top chat. Great. Also, why did you bring that up, Manny? I'm very curious. Also, you're probably better off watching it at home. But if you go, there's a good chance someone would mistake you for Mario at the theater. I don't know. I feel like my mustache is not that thick yet. Maybe if I go like in overalls, perhaps. I'd go to the movies, and then right at the gate where like the guy would check your ticket, they'd be like, "Oh, Mr. Mario, please go ahead." Right? You don't even have to pay. Very humble of you to come and watch your own movie, sir. What's Mario's last name? Is that like something that we know? Is the music over? Is the video over? The only thing that hold on, let me check the music first. Okay, there's the Between Lands OST. I believe we listened to this before. Ba, 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 ba. If the only thing that keeps you alive is logic and objective reasoning that change every day, nah bro, you gotta vibe and trip out to the absurdity. Objective reasoning that change every day. I feel like that's conflicting though. Objectivity doesn't change. I brought it up because I don't want to be alive anymore. Wow. It's like anytime I close my eyes at night, I'm content. I've had enough. There's nothing I want to see, nothing I want to do, no one I want to be. Mario Demir? Totally not just the name of a cool artist. Okay, free ticket. Pass for being in your own movie. Yeah, I mean, I have to get a free pass, right? I don't know. I feel like humans, like us humans in general, we're very weak. And our judgment can be very flawed. And the things that we see through our, like, senses, or not see, but, like, perceive through our senses are very limited. That you might think this instance that you don't want to go through this anymore, but then there's a lot of other stuff outside of your field of vision that you're not seeing that might change your mind. You know what I mean? Willingness to improve for sure is important. Also, willingness to fail, I think, is underrated, because you will suck for a while, for a long time before getting good. Agreed, exactly. The objective when they wrote on the book, but they ain't it anymore when the day passes. Well, that's subjective then. There is nothing objective that changes. Let's say, for example, I don't know. Or actually, you know what? No, I might. No. Actually, scratch that. Maybe objectivity can change in the instance where, I don't know, because I thought of the example of, like, the Earth is round. Okay, let's assume, right, that the Earth is round. I know some of you motherfuckers out there think that the Earth is flat, but like let's say for the sake of the argument, I can't believe I have to say this, but that the Earth is round. Now that's an objective truth. I feel like nobody would disagree that the Earth is round. But then a meteor hits, and then it's potentially maybe its form changes. Maybe 1 plus 1 is 2 is objective. The Earth is flat. There you go. Nothing stays, bro. Objectivity is in the capture of that moment. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought right now. After that moment ends, it's subjective. Okay, what about 1 plus 1? I'm interested in this conversation. Why is the music not playing? Is it playing? Are we musicking right now? Yeah. Do you think 1 plus 1 equals 2 would ever change? Nah, gotta make a calculator that makes 1 plus 1 equals 6, 7. Honestly, yeah, maybe. It's not, you know, in the old days when like the joke was like you write 8008 and you flip your calculator and you find boobs, you read boobs. That's not funny anymore. It's 6, 7 now. For the experience of the calculator, it'd be 6, 7 and be hard coded, ain't it? It has to be, right? I wouldn't say like logically it would lead to 6, 7. Maybe people will eventually find some new way to think about even something as fundamental as 1 plus 1 equals 2. Like there is the thing apparently that just 1 plus 1 equals 2 wasn't able to be absolutely objectively perfectly proven. Yeah, I mean we talked about this the other day, Derpy, right? Yeah, I would like to agree, but does the inability to prove it mean that it's not objective? Right? I don't know. I do kind of like partially agree with you because there are a lot of beliefs that we held as like you know a society or whatever that were kind of like, especially like in physics and whatnot, right, that were disproven and changed by other laws, right? Maybe an example would be medicine. I don't know, lobotomy. Right? Witches, you know, the existence of witches and burning them in crosses and stuff like that. People held a lot of beliefs that they thought were objective, but then now, you know, they don't, you know, they don't work anymore, right? So I don't know, but like 2 plus 2 feels different somehow. I don't know how to explain it, but like 2 plus 2 is fundamental, like on steroids. Would there be a time where 2 plus 2 could be changed? Maybe. Honestly, maybe. I'm not going to like be like, oh, that's impossible. There's no way. Right? But I don't know. I feel like we built a lot on top of 2 plus 2. I mean, if we change 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1 equals 2, I feel like a lot of things would just like crumble, right? And maybe Maybe actually with quantum computing, things might change, right? But would quantum computing disprove that 1 plus 1 equals 2? I don't know. Now, I'm not Richard Feynman over here. I don't know much, right? I'm just drawing every day, right? I'm just a regular fella, so I don't know much. But, you know, take whatever I say with a grain of salt. I'm just like saying whatever makes sense to me. Hold on. What you're proposing is hallucinated objectivity. Hallucinated. Very, very interesting terminology. If it was subjective and doesn't parse into something objective, it stays so. But if it's later confirmed, it doesn't change. It's just constant. Later confirmed. Hold on. You guys are. Hold on. Doesn't mean it is or isn't objective. Just means we don't know, I guess. But the observer is never constant, thus the constant is always with something that has been changing. Whoa, okay, now I'm getting confused. If you encapsulate them together, then things keep changing. Okay, yeah, so something variable, something constant, you put them together, like the variability of the variable kind of like trumps. Bro, drawing perfect circle? Nah, it's not perfect. I'm too uninterested in proving that nobody understands this conversation better than I do. I'm a narcissist before I am an unbeliever. Okay. Gotta watch some theory crafting that steers to negativity. They usually do in that. Too logical and can't be disproven, thus gotta make him life experience worse because nothing really matter. Yeah, it can very easily lead to nihilism, which I don't know. To me personally, I don't think it's the right way to look at things. It can get very depressing. I don't know if you think you're a nihilist. I mean, by all means, go crazy, go stupid, right? But like, are you really 100% nihilist? Because if you're a nihilist, what's stopping you from you know, committing sewer slide, right? What am I doing? No. Is the music playing for you guys? It's not. It's too low for me. Okay. To bada bing bada boom implies that the act of doing so matters. So, so what do you do? Like what do you do? Bro casually saying that by being narcissistic means that they self-sabotage to the point of always being right, even if that means suffering. Yeah, I don't know about being narcissistic. That is also the fate of many artists that has high ego. I don't know if you can be a good artist and have high ego at the same time. Right? Are there people out there like that? Because like how maybe you can learn, or I don't know, maybe learn as a kid where you don't really know what you're doing, but then you find yourself with enough baggage that later that you would assume that's like you would take for granted, and then you would start being like, oh, actually no, I'm right because this is how I was taught it is. Yeah, drawing is a manual skill for people. Oh, whoops, sorry. Come on. And people can be good right on the get-go, Really? Good. How good are we talking? But artistry to the level of expanding the potential of human creativity, almost impossible. Good, you mean just technically? Like with, when it comes to technical stuff like eye-hand coordination or stuff like that? Good enough to make someone impressed or land a job. I see. I see what you mean, yeah. What the shrigma? I don't even know how. Last time I did this like this point of view, kind of like perspective. It sucked so bad. I struggled with it so much. But they heart ain't it. They self-sabotage and it leaks through social interactions easily. Drawing is no more than a distraction. Wow. Yeah. Very interesting way to look at it, yeah. But it can be changed into something that that is life-changing. Yeah. I agree. I really hope I don't fall into that. I don't know how it looks, you know, to be narcissistic to the point of like you sabotage yourself. And maybe this is one of those things where it can be called out by other people, right? So maybe if you see me get into that point, call me out. Right? Actually, no, let me not do that line. You think spawning hot anime girls is something everyone can do, you mean? Nah, bro, gotta draw them for the love of the game. Yeah, I agree. Hot anime girls. Okay, let me see here. Let me see here. Those hot anime girls. Very hot. They've been in the stove for too long. They need to get out, man. They've been in the stove. In the stove? Excuse me. Chat would need a Streamlabs account to set up with the code you sent. I mean, you can do it, right? Just link it up to your account. It doesn't, you know, it's easy. A YouTube account? Oh, are you talking about a Streamlabs? Just Just make one. Make one with your YouTube. Oh, I mean with your Gmail, I guess. It might be a blessing if you're getting clocked for self-sabotage. Usually they be calling names. Eesh. But I'm lazy. Bro, just make the account. I don't think you even need verification for it. Just make the account and that's it. You'll actually benefit from a lot of other stuff. There's also not just the chat box. There's a lot of cool stuff on there, on the dashboard. Getting clocked for self-sabotaging. Usually they be calling names. I'm not sure what you mean, but they be calling names. But yeah, definitely. Like, I think this is why learning in general is how do I say this? Like, the information is out there. I think there's enough information on the internet where you can literally learn anything. But the one thing that's more not more valuable, like as valuable, would be feedback, right? Getting feedback on what you're doing, especially from obviously a person who's qualified, right? That's why a lot of these art classes and stuff like that, you would find them, you know, paid. You wouldn't just like find a person giving advice out there. Obviously, maybe to promote or their stuff, but like, you know, that takes time and effort, right? And experience too. Create an account to unlock the most useful features like streaming, themes, highlighter. Skip make an account. Okay, yeah, then that's great. Most of them gotta enable your self-sabotaging because they be taking advantage. Yeah, that's evil. That's evil. Actually, maybe you can go a little bit higher than that. Do the features you use require an account? Though, me wonders. I like to say it does. I'm not sure because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. You can find out. Maybe like I'm a pip off sheesh. I'm a pop off sheesh. They'd be like, yeah, I'm a gonna fix ya. Honestly, sometimes I imagine you just like being a 12-year-old Joe with the way you talk. I'm a pip off sheesh. Okay, here's the tricky part. You know what? The teeth don't matter right now. Guys, I'm gonna peep off. I appreciate your perception of me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, not always, but that message was very funny. Okay. Alrighty. So we do see a little bit here, then this gets this way. Oh, look at that! Actually, I don't hate it. And then we have this little I like to indicate this as in like, you know, this is actually, you know, a hole. You know, so I like doing that and just erasing this, I guess. And And I'm not even sure if I like this, like the jaw could be interpreted differently from person to person. But I guess it's like it goes from here and then it just like goes here. I'm looking at a picture of a skull on my wall. It'd be much more helpful if I had like a skull, a 3D skull with me, like on the desk, but unfortunately I don't have that. So I'm just going to go off of what I have. Gotta pop your skirt out and check it out. IRL ref be goated. Oh, do you have like 3D stuff that you can reference? Like anatomy stuff, right? Not a freaking, I don't know, orange or a banana. A skull? Yeah. Why are you? What's with the question marks? Is that something that obvious that everybody should have? I'd be dead if not. Wow. Okay. Is that important to you? What's going on? Please. Hello, Photoshop. Thank you. Dead. Wow. Skull in your body? Oh my god. I didn't even get that. Okay. That'd be important. I couldn't argue with that. I couldn't argue. Can you put it on your desk though? Your skull? I mean, you'd have it, just not in the same position. People drawing anatomy be like, let me check. Yes. I understand now. I gotta open the third eye for that. I don't know. I feel like a real life whatever would be helpful. I'm gonna be so real. Clip that. When I get married, I'm using the hell out of her for references. Like, if you're watching, future wife, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna use you for references. Absolutely. Actually, this lost a little bit of dimensionality, so let's give it that. Give it back. Give that. There you go. This is where I feel like I need to duplicate this. I need to look at the whole picture. There we go. All right. I'm happy that I'm kind of like more comfortable with this shape right now. The kind of like U shape that goes up here. I remember I like struggled with it a lot when I first started drawing this, but now it feels better, at least. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's definitely an improvement. Mewing. Actually, let's see. What be this music? I believe it's Shrigma music number 2. It's Between Lands. Between Lands, and I'm not sure it's like deep into the video. Do you want me to send you the link? Hello, Alex. What's up? What's up, gamer? Okay. Right, so bowl. I suppose bowl. Or actually, no, maybe not bowl. Maybe just like, I'm not sure. Let's try this. And it's like this and like this, right? And so it goes here. We have these here. I have your stream and Kiri's stream going on. I can't wait for my brain to be fried. Stream dual lighting. Yeah, just like another and a gameplay of like Subway Surfers on in another corner, and freaking TikTok on the phone. You probably have 2 phones now, so like one on TikTok, one on Instagram Reels. Yeah, what else? I mean, that's enough. That's definitely enough to fry your brain. I'll put you on my tiny laptop screen and Kiri on my monitor. Nice, nice. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you need some other kind of like gameplay now. I mean, you're already seeing gameplay from Batman, but you need more. You need more. You're not paying enough attention. You need more. True, I need to play Roblox and make things more chaotic. Yes, Roblox. Yeah, that's a very good choice, actually. Fry my brain until I'm overcooked egg. Yeah, it's like I don't know if you're familiar with that, you know, old kind of like video, kind of like about drugs. Like, this is your brain on drugs. And it was just like the person would just like crack an egg and it was just like be frying. I think, Chad, where do I paste the live stream script? It's in, I believe it's in the very bottom right. You have enable customization or something like this. It's by default it's disabled, right? Your brain shrinks into a raisin. Yeah, it's either that or your brain actually becomes smooth. You know, no wrinkles, no pain, no thought, just smooth as a baby's butt. Now, That's a saying. That's not, you know, Diddy related. Okay. No Diddy, no Diddy. On a good side note, I have some raisins. Yo, want some? Hey, drop some. Drop some in the chat. I don't know how to render a realistic nose yet, but I'm gonna try. Actually, I do, but like I'm not good at it. The nose is gonna cover a lot. Throw them at chat. Why? Have the bowl. I don't want to do too much. The lips, I think, are my Achilles heel. If it's not any trouble, can you maybe check where the menu is in Streamlabs? Because I didn't find anything in the bottom right. Or let me know what the icon... Okay, hold on. Raisin hand. Raisin canes. Let's see. Streamlabs. That's good. Oh, there's an emoji mixer on Google. Maybe mix those two together, see what it comes up with. Perfect emoji combo. There's okay, you go to chat box. Did you go to chat box? So you go to chat box and there's custom HTML and CSS. It's disabled by default. But you can enable it. I'm pretty sure it's visible. I'm not sure if you are on the page where I'm not sure if you are where you're supposed to be, but let me send you a screenshot. Now it's going to be very small, but try to look at that. Okay, right. So it's in the dashboard. And this is going to be in French, so what? Oh no, it's on the website. No, it's not on not when you did you download it? No, you don't even have to download it. It's on the website. It's chat box, and then it's in the bottom. The emoji mixer doesn't have a grape. What? Ah, that's whack. I don't have to download it. Yeah, you don't. Oof, I thought it crashed, bro. I got so scared. And it did actually crash. Wow. I'm about to crash. 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 I'm about to crash into the water. Gonna take you with me. Oh, I think C is live streaming as well. She is, isn't she? Or is she? Is it done? Oh no, never mind. Never mind. It's yesterday's. Yeah, it's yesterday's. Bro gone. Yeah, it's I'm trying. Oh, actually, I'm thinking of getting Clip Studio Paint, Joe. Well, what do you use actually? I don't think I've asked you what you use. Bro, here's crash once. Okay, I had to get that out of my system. Fair enough, fair enough. I wouldn't blame you. Yeah, Clip Studio Paint, nice. Do you have the Pro or the fancy EX? Where's my stylus? Hello. I'm waiting for like a sale to happen, and then I'll get it. I can backseat, yeah, about shortcuts if you're interested. Yes, please. When I get it, I read a lot on like Reddit and stuff. They do a sale around June, July, so it's gonna be a couple of months, I believe. Yeah, but when they do, whenever the sale's gonna happen, I'm gonna cop it. I read a lot about how like it's more convenient. I did a lot of research about it, and I'm excited. Look at them lips, though. God damn, luscious. Bet. Thank you, Joe. Are you using the Pro version? Why is going between two streams like a full-time job? Honestly, yeah, you've been on C stream yesterday. The idea of having like a stream hub, it's not a bad idea, I don't think. Right? It's just like having one stream that collects multiple streams that are going on at the same time at once in one stream, right? And then you go on that stream to look who's like maybe they need to be in the same niche. So like drawing streams, for example, you would only show drawing streams, and people would go on your stream to see who's live streaming and who's not, and to see what's something like interesting going on in one of the streams, and then they would leave yours and they would go, you know, to what they found interesting. Another thing, I just thought about this. There was like a video, and I don't. Did we share it in the server? I believe we did, about like having multiple languages in one video and having like basically two versions of one video. Can you do that with live streams? Would be cool if viewers could VC with streamers too, not just chat. I don't know about that, to be completely honest. It can get risky, especially for big streamers. Like a streamer is one n-word away from like from getting their stream, getting their channel gone, right? And you can easily get it like a troll, and they would do that, and you're done, You can do that with TikTok and Instagram. What, checking multiple streams at once? The viewer request? Oh yeah, right. Yeah. You can request. That's true. Yeah, that's true. You have the ability to choose who to let in. Yeah, right. Yeah, but the streamer isn't the one saying the N-words. It was said on their stream though. That would be so bad, Derpy. Yeah, I wouldn't, Like, if it's somebody I trust, for sure. But, like, random people? Nah, man. I mean, the N word is like an example, right? It could be even worse potentially. Why am I tracing his head like it's a wait, no. Uh Actually I should have done the entrance of the spine, which would be kind of like here. It'd be hidden kind of like there. Like it's nice seeing people stream in Discord sometimes. Yeah, streaming in Discord is different though. But you have to look in multiple servers. Omegle exists. You shouldn't get in trouble for someone else saying something. It's your platform though. I feel like if your platform, you're responsible of what is being said on your platform. And, you know, why does this look so weird? Wait. Wait, he looks. What the fuck is happening? When you buy Clips of Paint, I'm gonna be here again. Okay, okay. I don't know when that's going to happen again because I don't know where the next sale is going to be. I'd like maybe if like a sale happens, and I didn't know about it, I'm gonna keep an eye. But if it happened and I didn't know about it and you did, definitely let me know. But yeah. Okay, but people can just like join VC in Discord and say the N word like so. Yeah, it's different though. It's different. I don't think Discord is strict enough to punish people over what they're saying or what they say. That's one. Two, with Discord, it's not you don't have a lot to lose when it comes to Discord. With YouTube, you know, especially for a person who's established, your YouTube channel is gone. You know, you potentially your livelihood is gone, right? Okay, the features are alright. The dome is what's messing with me here. Around June, yeah, around June, yeah. So how many? Oh, it's yeah, it's close. Very nice. And an option to VC instead of chat would encourage more smaller streamers, maybe. I don't know. To VC with who though? If we're are we talking randoms or with friends or um fellow streamers? Forget YouTube. Just the concept of a live stream platform with VC as an option, in addition to chat. That would be nice. That would be nice. I don't. I'm not against that idea. I don't know if the current platforms are weird. I feel like it could still be neat. It's neat. It is neat. It's I would still think that it's very unpredictable. It's very unpredictable. Like you can see like us here being chill, like we're fine, we're mature, right? And it's all fun and games. But then people can be weird, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. People are weird. How does the neck freaking connect? It's already unpredictable because people can already kind of say anything, and then there is still literally like Omegle. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same thing. Weirdness didn't stop Omegle from existing. I'm not sure if we're talking about. Are we talking about like in a professional setting, or are we talking about just like? I'm not sure I understand you. Like, under what circumstances are we talking here? So Omegle isn't a thing anymore. They have they have Unmeagle or something now, and there's Monkey app as well. There's definitely some some other apps that spawned after it. or while it was being used as well. Can I look at a reference where it's like a head? Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on. Below view. What's it called? Below view head reference. Oh, there it is. I found it actually. Oh no, never mind. Look at this. There's this. Oh, amazing cinema. Because after I found your channel, I was realizing how YouTube can be more just for people who don't have big audiences too, and it can still be a good experience. Maybe you're thinking too big with the professional thing. Okay, first of all, are we talking stream? Are we strictly talking streaming here? Because Omegle is not streaming. Omegle, you're not streaming to an audience, right? So are we talking just like going out and talking to people with the voice and potentially image? Like yeah, video. I'm just imagining streams with like 10 or fewer viewers. Okay, I see. I see. Well, then that would work, I guess. But I guess the platform would have to make the distinction between, oh, maybe if this kind of like streamer has a little audience, then we'd allow them to have that feature. If not, then I don't know. People would naturally gravitate towards bigger streams to potentially say the wildest shit. Omegle is an audience of one or maybe a few friends. That's fair. An audience? I wouldn't call it an audience. I don't know. So Omegle streams or those types of content were usually pre-recorded before upload. If you're talking about the shock factor with that content, they are pre-recorded. But I've seen actual streamers who make Omegle content and they live stream it on YouTube. There's the bald guy, the bald with the mustache guy. You can look at his live stream section on his YouTube, and you would find like he has actually live streamed before. But the one thing that they do is they have I believe they have a hotkey in OBS where they can very quickly, like whenever they smell like somebody is doing something like out of line, they would like hide the video of the person, right? And they would only show the video of the person if they feel like they're okay. You know what I mean? Okay, bold ass, hat ass boy. Is the music still going? Do we need to go to another music? Twilight Forest background music? Sure. I just mentioned Omegle because it existed despite people being weird or maybe even gooning to strangers or something. Yeah, but like, look at the quality of people there, right? So now we're talking about the quality of people. You definitely find some neat people. I've met some cool people there, right? I talked to a guy, actually. I don't know if any of you guys familiar with Chris Dew, but this guy, we were talking about design and stuff, and he has been trained by. Oh yeah, I have, of course. Are you kidding me? He has been trained personally by Chris Dew, which I was like, whoa, please tell me about that. And we had a conversation about design and stuff. It's very interesting. Chris Dew, very cool guy, by the way. He's also bald. But like, the majority, I wouldn't say a majority. I think it's very fair to say like 50% of people there are weird, right? I've never actually used Omegle. Oh man. Oh man. It's fun. It's fun. It's very fun. It's gone now. I don't think there's any of the platforms that are now is the same as Omegle now. Omegle back then. But yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun. Yo, what the fuck? Why does this guy look so smooth? I guess what I'm thinking is like, if you search some random keywords and you find some random small stream, why not have a VC capability too? That's fair. That's fair. The way I would, if I had like the ability to make such a platform or have such a feature, I would have the option to accept who gets into the VC and who doesn't, right? I feel like this is very wrong. Wait. Boom, boom. This probably should be here, but I know it's gonna look weird as fuck. Oh, actually... yeah, not bad. Maybe if we actually give them hair, things will change. Now, I don't know how to do realistic hair. This is spoopy. Guys, this is spoopy. I don't like this, guys. This is spoopy. But I guess if I streamed, I might like to just let people talk. Oh yeah, that's a thing on X too, and kick them if they're too crazy. Yeah, but like, why run the risk, right? I feel like if you're fine with taking the risk of a person getting crazy and then you kicking them, some people are not. I don't think some people are willing to gamble on that. I didn't know there's VC on X, formerly known as Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account, and honestly, I don't plan on making one. Maybe if I ever made one, I'll only post my art on it and nothing else. I've seen a lot of like crazy negative shit going on there. Twitter, like, I have like this conception that Twitter is very unhinged, and I've seen it. I don't know if you can prove that it's not unhinged, but yeah. Corporate core. It doesn't seem like a risk for just meeting people, maybe. Just meeting people. Just meeting people. Do you not see it as a risk if some old guy or just like an edgy kid starts spamming slurs? I think that's enough of a risk. It's unhinged and thirsty. I know about the thirst part. There's a lot of platforms that are already thirsty. I feel like Twitter gets the cake when it comes to thirst, right? Even on Pinterest, you would find some thirsty stuff. On Instagram, definitely. on X, it's like straight up just like whatever, right? I don't know if it has to be a risk if I can kick them, but like, on what basis are you gonna kick them, right? Or maybe mute, right? They would have to say something bad in order for you to kick them, and by the time they said something, whoops, my light fell, and by the time they said something bad, they already have said it, right? You can't take that back. Strike 1 limited to chat strike. 2 kick. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not a snowflake. Sure. I mean, I don't know. Something, I'm still think that something is iffy about that. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a snowflake. But like, you have, let's say you have a couple, we're talking about a small kind of like audience here. I believe you mentioned that. Even if it's small, like, people don't just want to hear that, right? They just don't want to hear a person joining and saying whatever and getting kicked. Something is iffy about it? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, this is using the skull, which honestly, I don't hate it. I thought it was going to be uglier than this, but I don't necessarily hate it. All right, we are 2 hours into the stream. Maybe I'll do 10 more minutes to make up for the time where I was talking and yapping and japping and bapping. I guess there might be some higher level platform moderation to prevent those things. Moderation when it comes to text and chat like this is amazing. YouTube prevents a lot of the stuff that is said, even if it's not meant to be, you know, harmful, but potentially harmful, right? A lot of like messages people say in my chat, they're not necessarily harmful, but they may contain a word that can be triggering for some people, so that is like hidden. And that's great, you know? I don't mind that. When it comes to VC and talking, however, I don't think the what do you say, like the algorithm or the software or the like that's working, I don't think it would realize what is being said, maybe only after a while, right? Imagine if there was like auto voice moderation totally. Now that would be something else. Like, it just silences you for a moment, but that might be advanced. I mean, they already implement that with like copyright content. Like when I showed that one Jujutsu Kaisen episode, the fight, and my stream was just like gone. They have that, but like you've seen how long it took for YouTube to register, like, oh, I showed a good portion of the video, you know, and then it was taken down. Right, but for it to insta like silence you, I think that's advanced. Also, Instagram is apparently throwing in another feature called instances or something. I read about that. I don't know what it's about. People are shitting on it. People are not a fan. Not just blocking after it gets detected, but like detecting it before it's even transmitted. Damn, before it's even, we're talking milliseconds here. I don't think that's even possible. Is that even possible? wait, no. I'm not gonna use this. I almost took a gross instant photo of me. What is it? Like you take a photo of yourself in that instant? Is that why it's called this instant? And also play on word because it's Instagram? Okay, that's not bad. Even though there might be a lot of variation actually. Maybe, I think we can do an 8? Yeah. I guess a live word sensor might need to create a delay to allow that processing. That makes more sense. However, are you willing to, you know, create a delay and potentially risk the, you know, the experience and make it worse for the moderation? Think of Be Real, maybe? I don't know what Be Real is. Is that bad? It's not too far off from that. Huh. I'm not sure what Be Real is. Get real. Are you real for that? You so real for that, bruh. What time? Oh my god, it's 12. A slightly delayed VC might be better than no VC, I guess. Like with C-Stream, though, that was crazy. Yeah, that was not slightly delayed. Oh, and then I guess for more trusted members, that moderation could be lifted. I can see that. Okay, so kind of like moderation with more trusted people. It's off, no delay. It's whatever. But then with people you don't trust, there would be a delay. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Also, the technology for recognizing, if we're talking delay, if we're using the delay, then I feel like AI already can, you know, interpret the speech, and it can judge if it's like potentially harmful or not. So I don't see that not being able to become a thing. I have a thought, but I will DM it to you, Chad. Okay. Derpy, this is a TikTok feature from their live streams in terms of moderating. The delay, then I suppose no. Stop. Throwback to when I would join random live streams on TikTok. Random. How is that experience? That would be fun. To join random people. An assisted person can moderate TikTok live streams. Wow. Like they're a TikTok moderator? They're in the TikTok team? It's funny, it's like having like a dad or a teacher just surveilling you, looking for any like misbehaving. They have to be a mutual. Oh, I see. I even got kicked from some TikTok lives when I was trolling. What are you doing though? What kind of trolling were you doing? You guys know Family Friendly? Maybe we can watch them next week or next time we go on VC. They're funny. They can be very offensive. So if you're easily triggered, their content is definitely not for you. But like they did like TikTok trolling. I think they made it into a series. Not familiar with them? Nice. Usually arguing with people? About what? With homophobes. Oh, I see. Aren't homophobic people just like scared of gay people? Like that's what phobia is, right? They had to be like frightened when you were on the stream. Were they scared? Were you scaring them? Or like whenever you talk, they go like, "Oh no, God!" Homophobes when mighty gay Alex appeared. Were they hiding under the blanket? But no, homophobia isn't like that. Okay, good then. Actually, no, not good, but yeah. There you go. My family is kind of like gay people. Ew. Ew. Boys kissing? Ew. I feel like that's not homophobia though, that's just disgust. Or is that the same thing? Ew. Ew, brother, ew. So, usually I was in the chats Not the actual live stream? Okay, because you can't join TikTok Live without a certain number of followers. Oh, really? At least you couldn't back then. Okay, I see. I don't think it has to refer to fear necessarily. No, I was joking when I was making a joke about phobia. Like it'll be funny if like there's like a macho like big guy homophobe, you know, probably in the closet, and like a twink would show up, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, please save me, help me." Please, I need help. I'm afraid of derpy. Does that count? You are very homophobic. And quite frankly, you need to be canceled for that. Derpyphobia. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop it here. We've been doing it for 2 hours, 18 minutes. I think this is good. We can keep going with that tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Me scary? How? Totally. I mean, Alex is scared of you. Chat, I guess you got new hamster image URLs? Because they didn't work? What do you mean they didn't? They were not showing up in the live stream? Huh. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, no, it's there's new ones without the backgrounds. I have used those. There's those, and there's the ones before them. The ones before them stopped working. And these are the new ones. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care, boys.